Hello?
Hello, Sidney. Remember me?
What do you want?
It's time, girlfriend.
Hello?
Hey everyone, today marks a really big day for the Scream franchise as Scream 2 celebrates its 25th anniversary, believe it or not, as of today. This is really exciting. Who knew from the first Scream back in 1996 they would actually make a sequel? After what was a big success as the movie in 1996 as the original Scream, they moved on to this sequel. So let's give it a little bit of a background. As Sidney Prescott, which is Neve Campbell in the movie, she plays Sidney Prescott in this Scream franchise. And her role in the first movie was actually a target victim, believe it or not, because this actually revolves around her mom from what happened 1 year later. So it's like a 1 year anniversary from the first Scream. And she's her friends are targeted this as well too, along with her. And this is a big ride in the first one. And we find out there's multiple killers at the end of the first Scream. And of course, they are revealed as her friends, of course. And this movie's been out for 26 years, so I'm not giving much away. If you have not seen it, then you're missing out on a really good horror franchise called Scream. But the story actually continues with a couple of sequels. But today I'm going to focus on the second one because today it's its 25th anniversary. Okay, so you got to realize too, so after the first Scream, Sidney tried to move on from this whole incident, what happened in Woodsboro, believe it or not. And she moves on to college. So what happens next is a really up in air once again, because we know Gail Weathers was part of the first one, and she wrote her first book, which got turned into a movie just as well too, called Stab. And we got to remember too, in the first scene particularly in this movie, they aimed for the movie theater for this big premiere of Stab. And all the kids, it looked like a celebration of a lot of people being excited with this movie because it was a movie premiere, of course. And of course, everything goes chaos once again even in this beginning act. The first 10 minutes in each one of these films, there's someone dies, and we get to learn this as well too. There's in this one, since it's the sequel, that two people actually die. Actually, I shouldn't say that because when I think about it, when you reflect back to the first Scream, there was also two people that actually died within the first 10-15 minutes because I was just thinking about Drew Barrymore's character just as well too, along with her boyfriend. And it's the same incident too, this as well, in this sequel just as well. Because we actually learn, there's a little bit of history and there's a reason why this serial killer is actually doing these killings in this second sequel. Well, so this whole thing really focuses on Sidney Prescott's college life. Once again, there's a Ghostface in this one, this as well too, aiming at her friends. And of course, there's the dark little secrets behind this as well too. So one of those matters where saying, who can you actually trust? As we see there was a lot of suspects in this movie, the second one. Randy was one of my favorite guys in this one. And once again, if you haven't not seen the movie, spoiler ahead, Randy dies in this one, sorry. But I just wanted to, I was a little bummed they actually did this in this movie because Randy was probably one of my fan favorites after Sidney, of course. And I think they probably did that for that reason. And he actually did show up a little tiny little hair in the third one. The focus on those sequel wise once again, this as well too. So he kind of came back from the dead for a little bit in the third one. No, he didn't. He had a tape for the third one. But once again, let's aim over to the second Scream because this is an exciting day. With the Scream 6 coming out later on next year, this is one of the things I did want to point out this as well too because we focus on the second one with Sidney Prescott once again going to college. The sixth one, this as well, might be the same case with these new arrivals that actually came in the fifth one, similar to what's going to happen in the sixth one because they're actually moving to New York in that one too. So I think there's a little tie with this sequel to Scream 2 and Scream 6 as well too. I know it's different producers and writers, but I feel there's going to be a same taste, almost what we actually see here in Scream 2. So what do you guys actually think? Do you actually think the same thing, what I'm actually thinking with this, with how the college life is actually good, what we actually got in the second Scream, as well with the new one actually coming out next year? Also, I just think this Scream 2 really surprises me just as well too, because usually sequels do not surpass with me as well enough as the original. As what Randy just has said, sequels do not surpass other originals. But you actually gotta think like the Star Wars franchise and The Godfather. All that stuff is mentioned in this second movie, because since Randy's attending a theater class, a film class, in other words, there's other people just like him this as well. So talking about this in the classes as well too. There's a little hint in this movie with Dawson Creek this as well too. One, if you remember, Cece, one of the Sober sisters in one of the houses, she actually was there for a reason, because she was trying to help protect someone who got drunk at one of the frat houses, stuff like that. She would be the sober one that actually picked them up. That's the case. Like, check this out for a second.
I'm sober, sister. I need to be here in case a drunk sister calls and needs a ride.
That's too bad.
Drink with your brain. That's our motto.
Do you want to die tonight, Cece?
Okay, so what's up with that? This is really cool that Sarah Michelle Gellar was actually in this movie. I thought she played a really good job, even though it was a short little role in this, which I thought she was good in this movie, I thought. And the many actors in this movie this as well too were really good too. This we got Sidney's boyfriend, which is Derek, believe it or not. I thought he was pretty good this as well too, along with the crazy filmmakers this as well too of Randy's friends. The whole thing is well done, I gotta say, and trying to figure out who Ghostfaces are in this movie. I said it, Pearl, Ghostfaces, because this is not one, but it's two, just as well as the original. The whole story is really cool, and who they actually were this as well too was actually pretty cool. So once again, since this movie's been out for 25 years, I'm just gonna mention it once again. If you don't want to hear it, then fast forward past this part, because I'm about to reveal these other kills in the second one, because it was actually one of Randy's friends in the film classes as well too. And believe it or not, it was one of the reporters too. That's one of the things that I thought was interesting just as well too, because that one I kind of got right away, because before when I first actually saw this 25 years ago, like 15-20 minutes before the movie was actually wrecked, I pointed to that reporter and we're going, wait a minute, I think she's behind this. She was right there on the scene this as well too. I knew things were about to happen a little differently. I got that one right, but the other film student, Randy's friend, was actually the other killer this as well too, was a nice twist, I gotta say. And this movie, this worked out really good. I thought they did a really, really good job. What do you guys think out there for Scream fans? What do you think about this movie, Scream 2? Did this movie live up to your expectations? 25 years ago was quite a while ago, and I really thought this was a really good movie. Back in those times, sequels weren't too crazy as it is today, but this one really lived up to its original, I gotta say. I like the first one a lot, but it really goes in order of the first and second. Then it probably skips over to third, fourth, fifth, then probably back to the third one. But I'm excited to see what the new Scream movie come next year, what's going to look like, though. But anyways, I'm going to start wrapping this up, because I can talk forever about this Scream franchise, especially the second one, because I really thought they did, everything was great. We got the writer, Kevin Williamson, that wrote this script. We got the most famous director of them all. Wes Craven did an awesome job with these first two films. I think he did the third film too. I heard little things about the little differences as well too. That how the story would have gotten a little more different third Scream movie. But anyways, I'm gonna really focus on the second movie. I'm gonna start wrapping this up saying congratulations on your 25th anniversary. And I'm really happy to see that it's gone this far. And I gotta say, this is one of my favorite horror franchise I like that's out there in the Hollywood industry as today. So anyways, I'm gonna start wrapping things up saying my name's Ryan. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time at the movies. See you guys later. Bye.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Showgirls. Absolutely frightening.